One of the things we need to learn how to do in math is find the greatest common factor of a number. The other term that's known as is, just want to highlight this for you, is the GCF. Finding the GCF means what are the largest factors common to two numbers or any number of numbers. So right now we're looking at 24 and 42. We want to find the greatest common factor between those two. One method is to use t-tables and to identify all the factors of those numbers. Alright, so all the factors of 24 would be 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, and 4 and 6. Those are all the factors of 24. All the factors of 42 are 1 and 42, 2, 21. What do we have here? 3, 14. Looks like, am I right? 4 doesn't go into it. 5 doesn't go into it. But I know 6 and 7 do. And now when I look at it, all my factors of 42, the ones that are common, are, 1 and 1 is common, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, not 4, but I have 6 and 6 is common, and then I don't think I have anything else. So my greatest common factor happens to be 6. So what I do is I write down the GCF is equal to 6. Now, that's not the only way that you can do this. That's one method of identifying the greatest common factor. Another method is to use factor trees and find the common prime factors. And I'll show you how to do that here. So if we take 24 again, and I'll write 42 over here, and what we're going to do is we're going to list all the, we're going to create factor trees for both of these. So for 24, we have two numbers that I multiply together are 3 times 8. I break 8 down into 2 times 4, and then I can break 8 down into 2 times 2. And so what I can do is for 24, I'll list all the factors, all the prime factors of 24 as 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Okay? 42, here's what we'll do. We'll do the same thing for 42. Two numbers that I can multiply together are 6 times 7. And 7 right now happens to be a prime number, so that's as far as that goes. But 6 is not a prime. It can be broken down into 2 times 3. So now both of those are prime numbers, so I can write 42 as its product of primes as 2 times 3 times 7. Now, in order to find the greatest common factor of these numbers, what I need to do is I need to pick out common prime numbers between the two. So here's the first common one, is 2. Alright? So that means I will write down 2 here. Another common prime number between the two of them is 3. Right here, those two are common. So I will write that down here, and I basically, that's a pretty pathetic 3. Try it nicely. What I do now is, in order to find the greatest common factor, is I take those common multiples, the common prime numbers, and I multiply them together, and it gives me 6. And so the GCF of 42 and 24 is 6. So those are two methods for finding the greatest common factor of a number, or a pair of numbers.